Oh, you'll be the bomb.
Yeah. But if you see, I got my head holder. I do it up in Stars. Well, I haven't done it in a good while now. But
see, the thing is, I didn't need that much out. I didn't need that much out.
Oh, is that that's the amount they're gonna be left out?
Now this is a quick $30 do.
Okay.
You don't want to close that whole head up.
I'm just wondering.
Or you can leave more than this.
Now my niece could do some doll hair. She used to fix a style and put it up there on that front.
So you put it out like this. But when you get ready to do your braid, it's not even. You're going to go around, and this is going to go in a slant. So this is going straight, and then this is going in a slant. You see, like this. So, because your first braid,
so they're going to be down.
That first braid got to go where this hair can lift over. You don't want the own hair coming over and then the weave. You want this hair over it to blend in with the weave. You see? So you have to make this in a slant right here. Whichever side they want. They want that side, this is going to be the slant. This side, this is going to be the slant. And you leave about this much hair out. Or if they got long hair, leave more out. I'm going to leave a little bit more this time. So I take it, and they come in, I already shampoo. I pour their hair out like this. We move this out the way. We move this out the way.
Are y'all comfortable in that color?
Oh, what's this? We wait for the one that
All right. Now, if you don't know how to braid, you're going to do the rubber bands. But I'm going to braid her down this time. So I do one. That's one braid. Going like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This braid right here needs to be the smallest braid. Breast stump don't even matter. But when you get ready to braid it, you got to braid right at the tip. You can't. Now sometimes people braid and slide. You can't slide it. Your knot is what you're gonna hold up here. So you have to have that knot up here to hold your track around the top. So when you get ready to braid it, so you don't know how to braid, so you're gonna put your rubber band here. You're gonna take your hair and you're gonna put the rubber band. You're gonna slide yours down a little bit. You don't want the rubber band right there. You want to slide it so you can put the hair, the track on that hair right there, but the rubber band underneath it. You see what I'm saying? So you start the rubber band, you'll slide this down and start the rubber band right there so you can sew right here. Okay? If you're going to braid, you're going to braid at the tip. Every time you do, I do sewing, you have to put some weave in it to lock it. That locks the braid. If you use their own hair, it won't last at all. You know how our hair wear out and it gets weak and it starts lifting up. So you got to use some braid hair. And I just use just the regular 99-cent hair. Ain't no spectacular hair. Just regular hair. And that bill is better than it. You don't want to make the braid really, really big. Just put a little bit of hair in there. Usually, you can go like this and then go back, or you can go like this and let it go hang down. And what you're going to do is connect, sew the braid together, connect it together. That's how you do that. So I'm going to braid 6 braids. Ooh, man.
You need somebody to hold it for you?
Oh, I got it. Just I'm not a mannequin person. When we did skateboard in California, we take a live person. So I ain't really practicing.
Oh, you got to take a live person in Mississippi.
Y'all do too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in Georgia they do
mannequin. Oh, maybe not for y'all, but for Barbara, baby, we had to take it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, they
know what option you chose for top.
Oh, okay. Well, she went to skateboard with her dad. You know what I mean?
Oh, in Georgia they take a man.
She
Shanika went with her. She did her hair.
They changed because when I went, I had to come no life.
Yeah, I'm not the present girl.
Maybe she went
State
to
board don't do
Barbara.
present girl anymore, do they? Huh? They still do present girl.
So you see what I was saying about it? See what I was saying about it? I'm braiding this down, but if you don't braid, you do the rubber band, and you're gonna drag that rubber band down a little bit. Don't, but if you braid, it's gonna be, you need your knot to start right at the tip of the line. That's what holds the hair. But if you're gonna not use the braid, the rubber band, you're gonna drag it down a little bit so you can sew on the hem.
Okay, that's a good tip too.
Now, do you know how to get in touch with Marie? You know Marie used to work with her.
So you're gonna do
Okay.
it?
She don't work there anymore.
I thought she had been left K.
Not that I know of.
Marie back on.
Now how long
Because
you
she had left
had your hair?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been in K, I don't know when.
Oh, Saturday was one of my clients wanted his wife to a weed man fit her. I wrapped it around and told him Marie is right.
Let me see how you got your clothes.
She got a
She's still there now.
Oh, the center clothes?
I'm gonna add call her sister, you know, a
She
sister
good?
right there on garden.
Oh, I see.
Cause I cut all her hair off the other day. He said she mad about it, but she can't find a wig she like. She been wearing wigs anyway. Well, you know, he wasn't
Oh, you
told
got
her
a
to
wig
get cut
on?
off. He said he had. He
So,
told her to keep it
y'all,
up. Cause it was red and shaped and
wanna
stuff.
show
And he
them
right. If you gonna wear all the natural, wear it right.
Right.
your hair from the top and redo it in there so it can show you how to close it up in there better. It'll be so much easier.
Yeah, cause it won't look like a wig then.
Right.
That's fine.
So
She gonna
you,
hook it up.
I'll probably get another piece of hair instead of, you got something in your car?
I had to go to my shower.
Just a little piece, cause instead of using that close piece, I'm gonna show them how to close
Well,
it.
I run to go get it.
Okay. Now this is what I don't like.
He said,
Because
Tracy, you
when
gotta
look
have
like
it right
when I
at your
wrapped
back.
it, see, I shampooed it Saturday night, and when I wrapped it, it looked like it lifted it up right in there, because that was laying there like it flipped it back some kind of way.
That's probably because
It down.
I'm gonna show them how to make that go back down. See, sometimes you can not have to do the whole sewing over. You can take the top off and redo the top, and that just saves money too.
I went to the shop.
So that's my one braid, my two braid.
Be right back, y'all. Okay. Janice, you don't make
I do the wig cap.
Y'all need anything? I'm passing the house store as I'm going.
weed. No.
You do, what you do, the stocking cap? Only problem I had with that, she made me one. I put that thing on and I went to a wig, hairstyle, and I wasn't trying me a wig, and so I pulled it off, and you know I had the problem. I couldn't get it back on.
You got to know where to put it back on. Now some
But I'm
people,
just saying it wouldn't loosen enough up enough to get back on my head.
would you have a short one?
I had the long one.
Oh, that's just been easy.
I don't know what you think was the problem.
The problem was they probably glued too close to the
Right,
opening
and
to
you
the
didn't have
cap
no room to
part.
stretch that
So
cap.
you gotta leave that stretchy part open, but you can stretch it. And then what you do to
Some of the outer end.
yeah,
And then in the back.
and then you pull it all the way around. So then
So
when
I
you put
can't
it on,
remember, do you
you
can?
just take it and push it back.
I
Now-
always, what I do with mine, I take my stocking and I stretch it. I
Now some
stretch
caps
it.
can cost larger than the other two.
My head can't take the smaller
Uh-huh,
one.
because
And then
now
I
my-
put mine in the
My
back.
auntie, she came in with the tight one. She like, this tight. But then I had one at the shop and I put it on. It was a little loose, so she liked that better. But now some people actually leave their cap on, but it don't last as long. I mean, probably like a good 2 or 3 weeks. You know, they mow the hair down and then they leave it on, like just glue it on there, so won't so much glue be on their hair. You know, you still get some glue, but not a whole lot.
Y'all do black paper
I do black paper.
on the hair?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did one of those Saturday.
You like doing the what you call that stuff?
The hair
The
protector.
seal?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I never used the seal.
What you don't like about it?
I don't know. Seem like people hair be falling out. It might be something I'm doing because they act like it's supposed to come right off.
I never tried
It
it.
don't come right off. You stuck, but then I guess your hair got to be dry
Yeah.
before you put it on.
Now, the last weave, which I just shampooed down before I got my relaxer, I put it on. 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 I put That was my first time using this brand. It's called.
It ain't working.
But this last one I bought when we went in August, and the whole, how long did I wear that, Kim? 3 weeks? I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks. But it was still super. And that kind of, you know, it kind of got my attention because I said, look like this thing ought to be to loosen up some up in the top. It was still good and firm, just like my hair gel. It was like this here.
You must not sweat in hair.
Not very little.
But
I
did
can take it home.
a certain kind hold it like
I mean, it was up here, now around here, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't feeling tight, but up here in this top,
yeah,
it was just like gel.
Is it called Crown of Glory or Glory?
But I was into that. Diane did my hair shed when she got it off.
But did you use anything like the bond remover to take it off?
Oh, you don't use anything but water.
To take it off?
Yeah.
Warm water supposed to come off.
What?
But when I used it, and it did. One time you go to put that water on it come off just like a wig.
What?
It did not.
You had enough glue on your hair?
That was the first kind I used. I got it from Georgia at another show, so when I got to make sure when we go again that I look at the 2 different kinds. But I'm gonna keep this ball I got now, so I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I don't think I want it. I don't think I do. I got a lady that has it now, so when I shampoo it down, I'm gonna see myself firsthand. You know
What's going on?
what's going on with it when it come on. But Diane did have to rinse my hair pretty good. She just keep putting that water on it. It took longer.
Yeah.
But the other one brand that you buy, one brand is better than the other. I don't know, we got something called $10. You know, it used to cost $20 a bottle.
Well, that's the going price at the show. That's what I bought. I bought the ball from. And Sally's has it because they were running a special on it for $2.99 for a 2-ounce thing.
Well, of course, you know, if you're on the real head, these braids will be so much better. But this is just a basic point of what I'm trying to show you. And you don't need a whole lot of braids. And what we're going to do is, you're going to tack from braid to braid. The track, you got to pull the track though, because you don't want that to sink in the middle right there. So you tighten, pull, tighten, like that. So your track go around just like that.
What's your name again?
Tracy.
Tracy. Tracy, what I like to do too, whenever I do a sew-in, I like to leave a little bit of edge out. Because some girls like to pull it up in a ponytail to make it look natural. And that I like to do mine that way too.
Yeah.
When I work out, it's easy just to put it up, you know.
And yeah,
so
if someone want to leave the edges out, you can leave a little bit of edge.
Yeah.
But you still want to make that braid come right this around here and leave the edge out. But usually, like, now, a lot of girls get a sew-in, but they want to pull it up, put it down. I don't braid it like this.
Yeah.
I braid it from here, and I do a zigzag like this, all, and I leave the outside out. So I do zigzag, but this is really close up in here. And I zigzag all the way down. But then when I lay my track, because it's zigzag in the middle, you have to go underneath the track every time. So when your edges, when you do flip, you don't see the braid.
Right.
It's just like flip, and it's I do the ponytail. I can smooth that ponytail so flat you wouldn't even know it's a weave in.
Really?
So it's just the way you put the track on there. So that's a lot I'm using now.
Did you get that what she said about that? That's a good thing because I have seen people with their hair pulled up and you looking at that braid.
And that's like she said, they don't have it low enough. The track need to be up under that braid.
But see, it wasn't put up under that, but then they were put on top.
Yeah, right.
Top.
And some people really don't know what they be doing. They doing so many just experiment. But you really got to, like she said, go right up on that braid so it can.
Yeah, so you automatic flip. You know, when you flip it, you don't see no hair.
So you gonna leave
No
some hair out of it?
I wasn't leaving none out on this because this like if somebody just come on a sewing real quick, they ain't trying to pull it up and down. If they want to pull it up, even with this, they want to pull it up, they gonna just all they gotta do is go down and then back, and you can pull it up in the ponytail right here. But most of the time, they ain't trying to pull it up in the ponytail. They want long hair. But that's how I do like a full, and that's a full head to me. It's like they leave the edges out. But these braids in here are so small though. And when you flip it, when you do the zigzag, your curve got to be flat. It's got to be real flat when you flip it over to the next side. Because if it's bulky, then that thing gonna sit up like.
So why are you gonna zigzag the top?
So they can wear it in a ponytail, like a smooth ponytail. I mean, like
Versus all the way back, it would give you that smooth.
well, you wouldn't know how to. If you go straight back with it, you could probably do that.
Just the way you
But
go.
they're not gonna be able to. They're not gonna be able to flip the hair up. See, like if you go straight back and they flip it up, you're gonna see that whole braid. You know what I mean? You going like that? Because it ain't a braid, because that crossway thing gonna make it not a braid. You know what I mean?
And then after the suit trace, when a lot of people first started doing so, when they was like taking the welt straight across like this, but then you see that right there might tend to stick out. You see what I'm saying? So you really got to sew it real close around them edges. That's what they gonna be.
The edges is the most important part. You have to have those edges.
We'll see.
That's why I keep telling y'all when you start out, make sure you're underneath them and it's flat. That's the key part of your sewing, those edges. So we on 3 braids. We probably get 7. But no more than 7. After 7, that's a whole full sewing.
It would work the same way with a glue in as well. When it comes to those edges, you know, making sure they kind of flat and not too close to the hairline.
Right.
Right. And make sure that it's flat. And you know, I don't know, it's a way you can sew in on glue where it won't last as long, but it won't just come up like it used to. That's another class.
Sew in on glue.
That's another class, but you can sew in on top of glue. Have you ever seen them do that? You sew in on glue. This is the way you lay the track and you stitch on it after you lay the track. But if the glue come up, it's already connected to your hair. But that's a way if somebody want to go in between, and it lasts long.
So without the braid.
Yeah, now the braid go in between and stitch over the glue. And it'll hold the hair like this. Each little piece will hold it.
Well, you have some people doing that here. What they do is they braid the hair down and they put that net on it and then glue the hair to the net.
Yeah, I don't know what they doing that for.
I mean that's it. I know that
It don't come up off that glue.
But what I'm saying is, and then the possibility of the glue getting in the hair, which is supposed to be the objective to not using the glue anyway.
Now it is a lady that does that technique, and when she do her clients go back like every 2 or 3 weeks, and she shampoo it, and then like whatever glue is loose, she just glue it back down. And there's a girl wore that style like 2 months. It's a pretty style she did it in now. I've never done it like that.
But I just don't know what purpose. I want to know what's the reasoning behind it.
She braid the hair down. Then she put the net on it, and then
glue.
She put the net on it. I don't know.
She sewed the net.
She glued it out.
The net glued down.
The net glued
Braid the
down.
hair was glued down.
And then what she do is it's just like she do a quick wig on top of the net.
It's like doing a cap.
But what it is just extra work. For real.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
But it lasts.
It does.
She shampoo it. We shampooed one in the hair. I don't know what kind of glue she used. It would not come off that night.
But the thing about it is you're not going to get a good shampoo because you got braids and a net on your head.
But to me, that's not good.
You should really shampoo in the hair.
Yeah.
That to me, that's not good.
It might not be, but that's
I'm like, what's the point? I
To give somebody with long hair a shorter look, I don't know.
But I mean, you can get the same effect with a quick wig, but that's just what she do. But what it is she let them buy that rim hair, and then see with the quick wig, once you shampoo, you gotta take the hair off and this and that. But with that net, she really just kind of shampooing that weave. She letting it dry on the dry. She gluing it back down, and all of it don't be loose.
Don't let her be loose. The girl we shampoo.
Now one girl came in my shop and she had it done, and I think like around by the size or whatever, but it wasn't a whole lot of loose. But they get their rim hair.
Been making it stick to their neck like that.
But whatever it is, it's been lasting like what, about 2 months.
They wear.
But now, after
And the way you take it down
might
is.
try it too.
what's the
See what the
worst
deal
thing?
is.
Did y'all take it off or y'all just shampooed it inside?
Once we shampooed the side and took one off.
Well, how was the hair once you took it off?
When you took it out.
What it was, the girl kept adding glue to her hair. She had been gluing
And the
her
glue
herself.
got in the girl's hair.
Not much.
Got on the braid mostly.
What ran that back the edges on?
She had left her edges out.
But then the net had to be glued to something around the edges,
It was braided. It was braided. She had left her outer perimeter out. She had braided and put the net on. And she pulled it and she glued it in the back. She put the net on the net like she put it on like that and she glued it just back there.
She glued the net just in the back.
Just in the back.
What she did to this? What she
It just laid down. I don't know. It
She
wasn't
must have put a little glue right. She had
but it wasn't much. You couldn't see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna try that.
I just don't understand that. Me either. I just wonder what the purpose
made
was.
up for purpose.
And then, I'm just saying, with that scalp and hair being
To me, it looked natural.
But you can just tell this weed don't kill, but it's a pretty hair though.
Rubber band. Just so you don't know how to do that for them. Okay?
But now again, we go back to I saw two, and I thought the women had on wigs.
Yeah.
And one of them was the China Bang, you know, and it, well, probably, maybe they had on too much hair. And I said, your ass keep one of them that want, you know, like I said, did become her face. And she said, this sew in, and I said, sew in, you know, would it be interesting?
Just so somebody that don't know how to braid.
So you gotta do it on that side?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this side rubber band.
And so that's what she told me about this method, what was done.
Yeah.
But now they looked at like wigs to me. I didn't like them looks.
You ready?
Too much hair.
I always, when I do a sewing, I like to leave like a natural part.
You braid though?
It look like it's
Yeah, I
there.
can braid.
I mean, then you don't even, like some natural parts, you can do it without leaving a whole lot out. You know, like she do a full sewing that she did yesterday. Sometimes you still can leave a little bit of the edge down and, you know, and do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and sometimes people want some of the edges out.
Right.
Yeah,
So
because
a
it's
little
always
bit.
But you gotta think about it. A lot of people that mostly don't want their edges out. You got a lot of people going natural, and when you're going natural, you can't leave none of that out because they have to be natural.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you can tell. Oh, my teacher when I was in school, I did that. Oh, he killed me. Ghetto. There you go, ghetto. Put that rubber band in your mouth.
Now when you just said that, Trace, about some people going natural, I had one cousin, she's actually all the way natural now, she got like a little twist, but she was making that transition. So for a whole year, I was doing sew-in on her hair. But for the edge part right around here, I had to put a little perm around there because she was wearing like the bob look, but wanted like a little natural part a little bit. So we were putting just a little bit of relaxer around the edges only, but the whole head, I sewed it down, and then like the wigs just kind of fell around that. And she did that for a whole year until all her hair, her perm grew out. Then she finally just got it cut out, and then she went to a barber and had the barber shaped and everything. And y'all might know Ike. You've seen that at Charity.
Yeah.
Bishop McCarter's daughter-in-law. That was Ike, and I did her hair for a whole year.
What she wearing now? Wig?
But now she got twists right now. But now she was living out there by my shop, but now she moved out there by the church. But before she got those twists, she went back to a sew-in. But she don't want a perm at all. But now she got twists. But she still
probably wearing a wig occasionally or something. Cause I seen her with the afro looking at
right.
when I look. And then again, you know, and then she had.
She might have, but see, the last week or the week before that, she had twists. You know, so.
Well, you know they got. I'm growing out like a few people now going natural, and I gotta do this girl hair. She's natural, been natural. She's at a wedding, and when I do their sew-ins, I don't leave their hair out because it just don't look natural to me because their hair is a totally different texture than straight hair.
Yeah.
So I don't leave their hair out. But you know they have this new thing out now called the Brazilian blowout, and that looks like a relaxer. I'll show you the pictures in my phone. But these people are natural, and you put this stuff on their hair.
What is it, like a straightener or something?
It's foam. It's a foam.
Is it like an InStyle or something? Isn't it?
Yeah, no chemical.
And you know, it's a chemical.
Yeah,
It gotta be
it's
some kind.
chemical, so it's not natural. My sister got these.
It's natural. It's a foam. It's called Basic. It's a whole system. It takes 2 hours to put it on, but you can charge. I charge for kids $85. It's $85 and up. It just depends on the length of their hair.
But what about you already have a perm or relaxer, and then you want to go to the? Can that work?
They say you can put it on with a relaxer, but I don't do that because I don't care what they say. Chemical, is some type of chemical in it, and they can't mix
Yeah, what
together.
I say, it's chemical, so it's not natural.
It is but their hair come back natural. I mean, when you wash the hair, find the picture.
My sister staying in Atlanta, and she done went to that, but she saying that they put, like, get the fatigue and stuff on.
This one little girl that I did. This is my first one I did. Right. See how she's natural. This is how I look afterwards. And it lasts for 4 months. Now she
4
don't.
months.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when she wash it, go back to that natural look.
But she don't wash it in the 4 months then.
She wash it every week. She come every week, and it go back to what you saw. But then after that, after that, she get new growth. But when I blow dry, it go back to that when I wash it. But when I blow dry, it goes straight.
Back straight.
So it lands, and I flat out. This is a natural.
Your sister.
Yeah, she can.
It go back natural. Now I'm gonna show you this little
There gotta
girl
be
I
some
did.
up in there to make it straight.
It's called amino acid. It's amino acid. It's just
So
a
that's
form.
what that's something.
It's called the basic. It's a
Okay.
basic system, and it's a Brazilian blowout.
Is it at the regular supply house?
You have.
So how was her edges though? Was her edge straight?
Oh yes, like this the little girl I did.
So it's
I've
Yeah.
heard people
God,
talking
it
about
must
that.
kind of
Look
work
at
like
it.
that pressing power in y'all ain't.
Not this Brazilian, well, you know, it's supposed to be natural.
Yeah.
But she
Now,
said it
But
lasts
the
for
press on the jar, when you wash the hair, it don't go back to that.
You ever heard of
straight.
the Dominicans?
Oh, they gotta go back curly.
The Dominicans do that.
Yeah. That's they
My
call.
daughter-
That's
I heard
another
of
little
that.
girl.
I
Look
heard
at
of
this.
Shit done though.
Oh, that was a.
They
Ah.
dry the hair. It's a lot.
How much you charge
But
for it?
it had
I
to have
charge her
solid
100.
silky straight.
Because the bottle
It look
itself.
like- It look better than the
I'll
rest.
take a picture of the hair show.
Oh, okay.
The
Well, I'm
Dominicans.
surprised you ain't been trying
The
to
bottle
get
itself
it.
Well, And she really
Or,
gave me
I don't have the
information
after
on what
her
all
hair,
they use
but it
on
was
because they
so
won't
Well,
let
she
you
might
use
not
it.
know, but see, we ought to go and
But
go online and see what you
But
can do.
They say it's in the stores, or you gotta order.
what
You gotta
they do.
order.
But I'm talking about, you can come,
But now you can't keep that on stock. You cannot want a whole lot of
But-
it.
Since you're a stylist.
Let me show you what the
But she,
bottle look like.
yeah,
I'm trying to find the
Dominicans,
mask.
all they do is heat and blow dry and thermite, flat iron.
But the bottle is like a foam bottle.
That's without
The regular
relaxing.
foam bottle.
Yeah.
It's not it. The regular, I don't have it. The regular foam bottle, it comes like, they got a regular foam bottle, just a foam bottle. It's $120, just that foam bottle. The little one is $85. You probably can get 2, maybe 3 heads. 2, but 2 if they short, about like, about right here. Because what you do is you have to shampoo it with this. They get the whole system. You shampoo it, then you rinse it out, and then you put it section in 4, and you put the foam. And 4 squirts for each section. Foam it up and comb it through. Let it go and dry for 15 minutes. Let it dry out. Then you blow dry it, and then you flat iron it 2. There got to be 3 to 5 strokes on each thing. You flat iron it with that stuff in it. After you flat iron the whole thing, you wash it again. It's gonna curl back up. Then you blow dry it, and then it's just bouncy. Look, it's so bouncy like glass.
That's why when they were using at the hair show then, because one they had a model there that had natural hair, and whatever they put up in there, then they put the little ceramic down on, and they just
It takes 2 hours to do it now. So that's why you gotta charge.
Nah, I don't
It
use it,
take
man.
a lot of heat.
You have to have a bad flat iron. You gotta have a real good flat
You know
iron.
the ones they be showing at the show them expensive, $200 something flat.
Yeah, that's mine. All my flat irons.
What kind you
Legacy. All my flat irons are like 150.
Legacy.
Legacy and one.
I
All the
don't like cheap. They better than cheap.
she is alright certain
I
kind.
got you. She know
But those are lifetime when you pay like
Yeah,
that.
because I got your one back now.
You know, it's an investment too. It's a though you might pay $150, $200 for the flat iron, but it'll last forever.
Forever. I have scissors like that.
Ooh, I had $600 scissors, and I came from Germany, and they wouldn't let me bring them on the plane. And I paid this girl to send them to me. And you know, I never got them.
Oh, my God.
Good girl.
Ain't that something?
Sure.
Now, why did she do this? Oh, he ain't know nothing about
What you
this.
gain?
She probably sold it.
Yeah.
She what she call $1?
No, I just seen her in the restaurant. She
Girl,
worked
you
at the
give it. She
restaurant.
won't do it.
And I asked her, can you please just mail this to me in the money and mail these to me? Like kept the money.
Yeah, that's it.
I would have went in the mail, man, before I
I was getting
That's
ready
the
to
only
go
thing I hate
plane.
about the plane. You can't carry
And she found out then.
And then, you know, in blow dries too, you want to really invest your money in blow dry.
Yeah.
See, you think about it, if you invest your money in the stuff that in it, it makes your job faster and easier.
There you go, girl.
Because like a blow dry, my blow dry, that blow dry costs $200. But I can blow dry the hair so just a one blow dry. But I can blow dry the hair be already straight before I even touch it.
You don't have to
You ain't gotta do all that hard work.
It's
It's free blow dry.
Give me pay for it. Try to go cheap.
Yeah.
Try to go on sale.
Yeah,
And she, how much she pay for it?
oh, now they start out at $150.
I wanted to tell you a story about the way she doing this over in my head. I have one customer, Tanya. She's always, now she can keep it up. Once I get up in there, I just leave her front out. And I put it in there and she was wearing layer like feather like all the way through. And then when I see her probably about 6 weeks after, her hair still look good because she know how to spot perm on her head and blah, blah, blah. She said she go to church, she said every Sunday, I mean, it used to be just full. She always stick to like black hair. And she said to everybody, she like, oh, your hair's so pretty. She said one lady, you know, she like, that's your hair? And said she used to just smile at them because it was so pretty. But she kept it up now once I cut it and everything. She said one day she was giving her auntie a hug. And she said this one lady always look at her hair, always somebody so pretty. Came by her, just dug up in there. She told you so she looked at that lady. She said, oh, I'm sorry. She wanted to know was that Tanya hair just that bad. She went there and dug her head up in Tanya's hair.
Yeah, that's do that.
And that's, I mean, that's sad though. If you can't tell it, why should I? You see what I'm saying?
That's rude.
I'm like, boy, but it used to be just that pretty though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually they know how to keep it up. It looks so
She
natural.
does. She did. She knew how to keep
Drop
it
it
up.
down in that.
But that was just, it always
Yeah,
moves
that's
you to
rude.
come
You don't
digging in
just-
somebody's hair.
Just ask me, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Now that to me is just rude and wrong.
Everything.
Yeah, because people have germs on their hands.
Tanya said she looked at that lady, she said I could have slapped that
Well,
lady.
the big
It was in
difference.
church.
Yeah, just
Right.
She right, but you're right about that. If they don't know for sure,
Right.
that's what they do. They just come up and do it.
Sometimes
A
people
lot of
know they
people
have
do my
the wrong
clients like
spirit.
They just got them natural long hair. They do that to them.
Well, there go your model.
Y'all done took it out.
Let's see what you got, girl.
Then you got to take it down. Who's gonna be the guinea pig?
It don't look bad.
Well, she got straight hair. And she got wavy hair. Her own hair wavy.
You know what you
gonna
gonna
do?
out or the top out?
Just the front.
So you gonna wear it straight back.
Stand up. Stand up.
No,
Don't
that's
see your
not
back.
It doesn't look bad though.
No.
You see the top part. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I told you.
She got in a hurry. Like me. Does it hurt?
But it's a secure, check the secureness Mary. Let me see.
That closure hard though. You must try to go around in a circle.
No, I went, I'll horseshoe all the way around and then I took that last one and.
You went in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know what I did do.
So you don't like going to the middle?
You can, but you gotta close it. Like for instance, like, if she gonna wear her hair like that, you could have just went straight like a horseshoe all the way. The last one going across like that.
That way I come and say,
No,
The line will go across. You said the line will go across.
like that. See, cause look, you went down the middle. I'm saying you could have took it all the way.
oh, I tried, I finna put one right there, I said, no, this one put right.
And you not did this one. Just take this straight across.
Cross. That's what I told her when I got through. I said, I think I both went straight across.
Well,
You tried though.
She had a nerve to try it, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. You don't learn nothing until you try to get the time and mess it up. You got to
What that guy, what that old real smart guy named? They said he failed about 2,000 times before he You know the one, the old white guy that has sticking up all this way on. What was his name?
Paul Mitchell.
Not in hair.
Oh, okay.
Einstein, come on,
Einstein.
Oh.
But you know he was a genius, but everybody that come to greatness, they just wouldn't stop.
It's taking time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you don't braid it. Let's see if you don't braid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what you want to do. 7. No more than 7. That's quick. So either braid it out or rubber band it up. Now when you
So
doing
that
it,
3 on the sides and 1 in the center make it 7.
yeah, 3 on the side, 1 in the center. So make sure that side come around into the back. And then you're gonna tack the bottoms up. Another thing you can leave out at the top, like
Yeah, but have some.
okay, thank you. Let me thread this one right quick and then we can go on to the other. So, yeah, that Brazilian blowout, baby, I be doing with kids. You got kids, you know how these parents don't want their child to have no relaxes. So I do that Brazilian blowout.
What product you use for?
It's called Basic. It's a whole system. It
Who you
comes to
find
shop.
it in?
He comes to the salon. I'm gonna have to get his number for y'all. And then
So he can tell us where.
you can order it. Come from Atlanta though. So
Oh yeah, well we might somebody close the Miami.
they was at the hair show selling the whole kit for $20.
Now that's all right there. And they gonna think, well, you know, of course it has the illusion
kid.
of
Yeah,
you
I'm
save
mad
your money by
at
at one time and that's gonna
I would
last.
tell you, I would
But
buy
still,
some.
I didn't know. I seen him going out the door and I had spent all my money.
Put your knot in there.
And I was mad at him because I just had bought a whole thing. The bottle itself was $85.
How much does the kit cost?
The kit, you can start out a kit, I think it's for $150. That comes with shampoo, everything. But you can keep the shampoo for a minute. It's
But it's
that
just the
foam
foam.
stuff be gone. And that's what
Amino
it's
acid.
expensive.
I'm gonna check into that.
It's amino acid. That's what it is. You know they got one they call keratin
That
treatment.
I finna say,
It's
they
not
what
the
they doing
same.
down here.
It's not the same as keratin.
Does her hair look like that?
Oh, hell, look good. They got one day to find it. Then they charge them $125.
It's not a keratin, it's better than a keratin. A lot of people think it's a keratin.
She went to
Put
her
that
piece
thread
of
right
cake.
there.
Okay.
You see that one?
Now when you connect the knees together at the bottom, you gotta make sure this is a flat row now. Now how that be that? Ooh, I'm stuck for real.
It said that you'll need it at the bottom.
Yeah, I got the needle, just don't went around this thing. Let me cut that. I'm cutting right here.
I think it. Oh, you got it.
You gotta make sure this first row at the bottom is. Let me see, did you pull it up? Let me see. Is that it?
I just pulled up the website on
That's the basic.
the Brazilian blowout.
Oh, Brazilian
It
blowout.
improves the condition of the hair by creating a protective protein layer around the hair shaft to eliminate frizz.
Now,
You got different ones.
you got different ones now. The
They got
basic
a smooth
one
treatment of the
is for
blowout.
our hair. You got some that for Caucasian hair. It ain't gonna work on our hair. We need something for our hair.
So you want to recommend
Tracy.
putting on the powder?
Shamika and Trinity. And not going.
Huh?
And not going to practice.
Ain't nobody there she know. Ask her because she
I got
called
the
Tiffany.
2.5 cup.
Ask her to text Tiffany and see can Tiffany pick her up.
That's why I told you, go on YouTube.
And what Shamika talking about?
No, you want to see if she gonna take the up there.
Yeah, I'm waiting on these people to call me back.
Before now,
Wait a minute,
they
people
gonna
call
back
me
with
back.
She makes herself look like she, you know, she.
No, you can't use, that's why I said you can't use white products on it. So I'm just taking this down. You'll see the difference in on her hair when I do her hair.
That's something else make a difference. Good scissors.
Oh God. You know, I used to just use any kind of scissors. And I said, I'm gonna buy these scissors, see what happens. Man, it is a big difference in the shit that you use. I mean, I cut a bob with some good shit. Man, I was like, I can't even use these cheap scissors no more. it just glide. Just click.
So you use shears or scissors?
I use shears on my cut. I have cut. I got weave shears and I got hair shears. I don't use my weave. It does. I try to use some good ones, but I don't use my good ones on weave.
$5.
Like my shears I use now for the hair, I think I paid like $100 nothing much, but that's a lot, but they really ain't compared to the real good ones. No, that's why you go to the white salon. Some people pay a lot of money for their shears.
They do a lot of cutting. That's all
Yeah.
they do.
Ain't there something you can see on?
And if you work with weave, ain't no system. I'm practicing on this before I do this. Cause I ain't used to
You want to go ahead and start with her? She got her hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on her then.
Oh, the Dominican.
Well, I really just want, cause you can see what I'm doing, cause when I do her, I'm doing it.
I'm gonna have to leave in the next 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go ahead and just do her, so that way you can just see it on here.
So they say that you actually have to go through that system, educational system, to get certified to do it.
Here go your 3 nails
Well,
right
just
here.
like
Yes, I
my
made
son
you,
did.
you know. You see what I'm sticking on?
Uh-huh,
Right.
uh-huh.
Here, put that one right there.
Okay.
You know, when Miss Anna first came out, you had to
Ooh, that Mazani stuff was the bar, everybody was trying to buy. Oh, I get Mazani in my hair.
Yeah.
I hate Mazani.
Me too.
Pull all your hair out. Burn it
Yeah,
out.
you can buy it. I didn't see no, it's three relaxers that they pumped up, and I use them just to see.
On their
There
YouTube
was a
channel.
firm.
Okay.
Now, I love fun.
And, but I don't see no big difference in any of the rest.
On their YouTube channel. That's when
Well, we did
Huh?
on their
firm.
YouTube channel.
She said, okay. Huh.
I'm gonna put a sample on the YouTube so that it goes out in about a week.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is your card.
Yeah.
So we'll get Tracy by the.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can write my number on there. I can write my number on
That's
there.
all right.
What's your number, Tracy?
706.
Is it number on here? 580.
That's his number. Call my number. You might not tell me like 4 days later. 4 days later in Mississippi. Oh, I forgot to tell you.
706.
706
What, this one?
393 6357.
Now that's just for YouTube channel, so you can go there and look at the video.
393.
Say it again, Tracy.
6357. 706 393 6357. So y'all can call me like, I'm in the middle of this girl head. What you say, dude? I like that, baby. Then you gonna have to get this. You know, sometimes I done did a lot of stuff that I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just go with the flow and see how it happens. But you gotta make sure you're doing it on somebody that ain't finna clown you.
That's the truth.
You know, you can go with the flow, but they gonna clown you. Woo,
If they hard to please, I promise you I try not to deal with them. Cause
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there and done that. I ain't trying to
We
play.
learn from your mistakes. Cause I look at it like this. We have a lot of hairstyle books in. You learn from experience. If they pick out a style that I know automatically I can't do,
I ain't gonna do it.
I can't do this.
When they want
I'm not gonna stretch myself out. I'm not gonna stretch myself out. I already know this gonna be a problem for me, and if it's a problem for me, it's gonna be one for you. And we finna have a collision.
I try to not let too many books lay around like that. So
Well, now they got the
I
thing.
remember back in the day, I used to do my hair. One day I came in, I want my hair done. She said, how you want your hair? I said, I don't know. She said, go in there and see till you know how you want it. Better go with him.
yeah.
I came over here and
That's
stepped
when you
out
got a
of me.
bunch of
I know what I want. I know what I want.
Yeah.
Not
But
to
she
go
ain't let you
there.
hold her up.
But what I'm saying
You gotta
is,
know what you get.
but see, I do what Tracy was too. Like she's saying, knowing your clients is very important. Some people ain't gonna clown if it don't turn out quite right.
Yeah.
But then you got some of these here boys gonna make you do it over and over. So it's just saving you and them. Kim.
Yeah.
But you know what though? It's like you already know who you know, another thing, I don't like to do hairstyling here. Cause y'all crazy, you know how we do. Cause the girl with the brand, baby, we fuss the whole time. I'm like, I don't care.
It's hard to do beauticians hair.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is another one.
They won't even do my hair. Like, oh.
So you do your own hair?
The girl did it this time, but I usually do my
In
own.
the shop with
quickly.
you.
She worked in the nurse shop. She used to work for me. But when I'm going out of town or something, I be wanting something different.
Yeah.
So I let the only reason why she did that, she know I was going out of town. But they take me through so much problem doing my hair.
She sprayed in. She sprayed in your color, didn't she?
This is color I bought it. It's over $4.99. Give me here. $4.99. Yeah, purple. This is like that blue is like a turquoise looking color. You know how they wearing this turquoise looking. I don't know why.
God, you know, we used to
The young people wearing this turquoise like the OMG girls thing. They wear that funny blue looking color.
And white girls and so other
And a lot of people just taking it and taking 27 piece hair, 27 color, and then go in there and get that punky color from Sally's and put that blue on there. But everybody want that blue color, so that's why I got the blue.
now they making the 27 pieces with all them colors.
Yeah. But that's
They all come together.
Rainbow.
yeah.
Is that higher, Kim?
I don't know. Some they're bad. It don't
I'm
matter.
sure
Whatever I
it is.
tell her, color I tell her, get she just get.
I'm
she,
sure
she got a client wearing any color, any color.
I got a client
Blue.
who's crazy. She got that.
Pink. Oh,
You know that bang? That everybody wearing that bang with that long thing here. But this girl got her hair. She wanted me to do red, the bang part, and the black in the back. She didn't want no red on the back. That was hard because you know how you gotta close it. You don't get a little red something. I was, girl, that challenged me. I was like, well, honey, if it ain't right, it's your fault. I don't know how to do all this stupid stuff. But it ended up so pretty. I got a lot of people coming from her. But she wear red, she wear the all white.
I think I need to order something.
They be wearing some crazy stuff, half and half, and I don't know. You gotta, you know, but
I'm not sure.
these young people be coming up with some stuff. But if you want to hang and make the money, you gotta hang with them. That's what they want. Come on, we'll do it. That's why I try to stay with them, but sure, they going out the box now. Ain't trying to do all that crazy stuff.
Most of them, they just saying, can you do it? You know, to be different.
You see how I'm pulling this hair? You gotta make it tight and flat. Through now, man. So, but when you get to doing it, this won't take no time to do this. You'll be through. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Have your assistant. Yeah, we're gonna get out down here all this rain.
Oh, we'll get out of the rain.
We gotta get out down, y'all. It's raining too much. I had practice today.
You got practice today.
Yeah, I coach cheerleading.
No business.
What time you gotta be there?
6, I'm good. Okay, so that's it. Now, when you lay your track,
Now we got something else to continue with.
what?
These folks doing, we got to get with it or we lose money. If we allow them to do this,
Just
they gotta make
imagine,
all the money.
just imagine that basic system. People want to be natural, don't want to lose their curl. You can make, man. I went to the class, I came back, shoot, I was like, I did 3 of them the next day. I was like, girl, you better get this, because this is the new thing. I don't want this nothing. You got to sell yourself, too. People don't know unless you tell them. So look what I mean at the top of this. I'm going to show you how to stitch it. But that top got to be right on that line right now. It's got to be at that line. If you come too far down like this hair gonna make a gap right there. It's got to be on that line right there. That's why I said make sure your knot is at the line. So when it come over, it'll come down on top of it. So same thing, stitching it. I'm gonna go real fast with this one when this part go ahead.
Look like a little more than
But
100%.
it's gonna do it on this chicken salmon about this
Yeah,
here.
that's it.
Your beginning got to be the bone right here. See how I lay it down right there? You might want to do
Oh,
it
so you don't
twice.
sew without the neck, okay?
No net. It's just quick $30. Yeah, you want to get a net, it's gonna be extra.
Yeah. You're right.
That's how they doing. They get you in there with the 30, but then when they get through with it, for
I
real,
don't
for
charge
real.
$30 for no sewing. It's just like I had one girl from Alabama asking.